Best friend 35F vanishes 3 months prior my 35F wedding after plus 30 years of friendship. I think I don't want to answer, but everybody is pressuring me to do it. Posted this few days ago in other subreddit, but realized I was looking for advice more than anything, so I'm trying posting here because I really need to understand to move on and also figure out if right on the choice of not responding and trying to move on. For context, crucial, I 35F have been or was friends with my best friend 35F for plus 30 years. Went together to kindergarten, school, high school. Even when we chose different universities, we remained friends trough thick and thin. During this last, let's say 7 years, she has been sharing with me her struggles with anxiety. So much of our relationship has been revolving about what could help her to feel better. I also was trying to be careful with words because SE tends to demonize the friends that try to help her if what they are saying doesn't meet what she thinks. This last year, October 2025, I was getting married to my then boyfriend 37M of 10 years. We both had also a daughter that is now 6. It was a very important step for us, not only because we love each other, but because I've been quite ill since 2018. I got Lyme disease, which triggered LES that I obviously already had, but did not know. It was a living hell. And did not want to get married in the state I was. Really weak, really thin. Even tough. I ended up marrying with just 47 kilograms and 1.68 meters. Just for you guys to understand, it was not a minor thing. Still, am getting better and better every step of the way, and I was really happy because I could walk by myself normally to the altar. When we broke the news, everybody around us was happy as hell, not just because of the wedding, but because they knew that meant I was getting better and stronger for my family. Except for her. She just offered us a poker face and acted as if it was something minor as, "Why now? You already have a daughter with him, not a big deal," stating also if I was sure. Been with this man 10 years, he took care of me, stayed by my side, showered me, dressed me. What the fuck? Then, trough the wedding preps, dress, flowers, etc. She was present, but I could feel something was off. She then told me that SE probably will leave soon the wedding party because she has plain feet. I was shocked and only could answer, "You know who else has plain feet? The bride." But for some reason I just let it slide, thinking it was probably related to her anxiety more than her feet or my wedding. Then she told me she did not want to throw me a bachelor party. Some of my friends were asking her to do it as a surprise because we were so close. She told me she was not comfortable doing so, that it was so much for her, and that she was prioritizing herself because she didn't have the time or will to do it. Honestly, I didn't took it well because she always put herself first. It doesn't matter if you need help or if you share big news, there was a way to sort of make it her thing. Even I felt bad and utterly sad she wasn't willing to put me first. Not even then I decided it was best to tell her it was okay, so she would feel bad. She did offer to take me to dinner one night, just the two of us. That never happened either. Then she didn't came to my birthday celebration because her roommate had friends over that night. That happened also last year. She always sort of preferred plans that were just the two of us. She did not like me getting close to other of her friends, so I could not try to join them either. Then it came real shocker that exactly 3 months before the wedding she sended me following text trough WhatsApp. "Hey chicken nugget. I've been thinking about your wedding thing, and I'm not going to be there because I don't feel comfortable. I've noticed a distance growing between us for a while now. Some things just aren't working anymore, and I think we're on different paths. It's not easy for me to write this, and I'm really sad, but the best thing for me right now is for us to go our separate ways. I hope everything goes really well for you, and that you're very happy." I was livid, so did my boyfriend. This text came in a Thursday. The prior Sunday we invited her to eat out with my family. We spoke every day or every 2 days for the past 30 years, so I really did not understood what she was saying. Boyfriend was also sad. She used to come home to eat or have dinner, stayed the wild day, and she usually wore my boyfriend's comfy clothes because she is tall. He always shared with her, so for him was also sad, since he considered her also a friend by now. I haven't replayed to the message. Lots of my friends, especially those who were mutuals, are advising me to replay and tell her what I think. Problem is I don't even know what to think about it, nor did I understood what happened. Also I'm not sure if she's even gonna care or read it. My loved ones insists that the message she sent was a way of not letting me answer, as it was such a closed message which was not fair. And I see their point cause I also felt that way. It was very hard at first, but I decided with the help of my loved ones. They've been so awesome to me I can't thank them enough. To focus on myself and the big day so it won't be ruined. I'm glad I did that because to be honest I've been putting herself first so much, and it felt good to be kind to myself. Also lots of friends and even family have been reaching to me and telling me they always thought there was something weird, and that they felt as if they were getting distanced from me by her. I feel quite bad about that too. I think that's what's hurting me the most, not that she betrayed my unconditional friendship, as if I did something wrong, but the fact I've spent all this time on Konalji, not been there for my people because I was so focused in her anxiety and her needs. They deserved more from me. So as you can see, I'm no angel either. Altuag I've made the determination to be better for them, and am keeping that promise. I don't understand what happened. Not at all. And it kind of breaks my heart. Will really appreciate all your insights, really. A. She wants you to chase her. Don't. She isn't your friend. I wouldn't reply to her. Leave her on read. My husband M37 seems to have a health problem F40. How can I overcome his unwillingness to care to find out what his illness could be? Hello. I've been living with a burden only my mom notices in my life because when I bring it up with other people it is boring to them. When it happens it's very depressing in an otherwise pleasant happy relationship. I've been married to my husband for almost exactly 6 years now since we just had our anniversary. And after we returned from our happy romantic day together, I noticed he became grumpy and he prepared for his work week by relaxing and playing video games. This is a pattern which has continued increasingly for 6 years. Everything seems perfect and normal until my husband becomes sick at increasing amounts for no reason. He begins to vomit, slur his words, and stumble when he walks. He becomes grumpy and agitated and his eyes are red. Everyone gets sick once in a while, but he gets incapacitated when this identical set of symptoms and pattern begins. It can last 3 or 4 days, sometimes with himself totally incapacitated in bed, unable to drink water or eat food, and passed out in bed always face down. He consistently is face down, as if he can't even climb into bed, with his legs hanging over every time for 6 years. I try to speak to him to find out what's wrong, but he can hardly speak when he's sick. This is a terrifying experience for me. I try to keep my worry to myself, so he doesn't be disturbed, but it's very frightening since it happens more and more frequently. And I frantically try to care for our 3 dogs and cook meals, and do things that needs to be done on top of my busy schedule. I am responsible for a lot in my life, and my husband being this sick with a mystery illness just worries me so much. My doctor has advised me he should visit his doctor. Sometimes he gets TXTS from his job asking him if he's working for the day, which he does from home, and I never know what to tell them since it's his phone and Heath. Then all of a sudden after he recovers I ask him what he was sick about. He doesn't really answer me. But it's strange it keeps happening like he's developing a chronic illness every 4 weeks or so. I've thought once or twice perhaps he drank too much while playing games, but this happens so often, and I've only ever discovered a secret stash of booze a few times in all the 12 years together. I've seen him change from well to sick in front of my eyes without drinking booze or doing drugs. The lack of communication is very frustrating because essentially this sickness has become an off-limits topic in the relationship. He either remains silent when I ask him questions when he's able to speak. Also he can become angry, insisting nothing is wrong. I have a lot happening in my life right now between work and family, and such, and it hurts me when it comes a time I need him to be supportive. He has a mystery illness, and I don't even know what it could be. Also he is very messy and can actually spill drinks, and he stopped showering. We were supposed to try to have a baby, we agreed. How can I communicate the misery this mystery illness causes and cope with being in this situation? It's making me so depressed, and it affects my life outside of just when I'm at home. It pains me he doesn't have any worry for his health at all. This could be some illness he should be getting care for. And he has health insurance, but rarely uses it except for his chiropractor once a year. It seems like he is fine with just dying without any concern about this seemingly life or death situation. I've only ever discovered a secret stash of booze a few times in all the 12 years together. The normal number of secret stashes of booze is 0. Finding any number of them indicates a problem with alcohol. Next time he pulls this shit, call an ambulance. Stop putting up with this, and send him to the hospital. Edit. Don't tell him or give him a warning. As soon as he's passed out, make the call. He's getting blackout incapacitated FD up on benders with on alcohol/drugs. This is not a mystery illness. This is consistent with alcohol/drug abuse. 19M with 20F, 5+years. Partner with severe agoraphobia blocking my family and conflicts lasting 3 to 6 hours. How do I set boundaries without escalating arguments? I'm 19M, and my girlfriend is 20F. We've been together for over 5 years. I live at my mom's house, and she lives at her dad's house. I'm building a business that's been going well, and she's also trying to build one for work. For the past 3 years, she has struggled with severe anxiety, specifically OCD and agoraphobia. She hasn't left our small town in over 3 years and hasn't left her block in about 250 days. We've tried to manage this together and communicate through it, but it's been difficult. Her family doesn't provide much support, and at times I feel pressure to take on most of that role. Recently, especially this winter, our arguments have become more frequent and more intense. A recurring pattern is that conflicts last 3 to 6 hours and go in circles. I leave them feeling depressed and drained for days. I'm in therapy working on how I show up in the relationship and how to cope with the stress, but I feel stuck in this loop. A major source of conflict right now involves my family. They've repeatedly misspelled her name on gifts and invitations, which she sees as disrespectful. I spoke to them directly and corrected it. There have also been a couple of times they made plans with me without considering that I was with her. On her birthday, my sister viewed her public birthday post but didn't comment, and my girlfriend interpreted that as malicious. She has since blocked my family on social media. She has also said she believes my mom has sabotaged our relationship. I don't see evidence of that, and told her I'm not comfortable labeling my family as malicious or intentionally harmful. When I set that boundary, it escalated into another long argument. She feels I have no proof they care about her. I feel like I'm constantly defending intent rather than solving behavior. I don't think these arguments are entirely her fault, but the pattern feels unhealthy. When I try to shorten or step away from arguments, it becomes another issue. I've mentally questioned the relationship a few times after particularly harsh conflicts, and that worries me. I'm trying to figure out how to approach this in a way that's fair to both of us. Too long did not read. 19M in a 5-year relationship with 20F who struggles with severe OCD and agoraphobia. Family conflict and repeated 3 to 6 hour argument loops are leaving me emotionally drained. I'm trying to set boundaries and improve communication, but feel stuck in a cycle. Looking for specific advice on how to handle this constructively. I dump her just for saying it's malicious your sister viewed a public post and didn't comment. You're too young for this bullshit. Info is your girlfriend also in therapy? Because if not, she should make sure to get one. So that sounds like psychosis, not agoraphobia at this point. She's at prime age for psychotic breaks related to disorders like schizophrenia and bipolar I. My boyfriend, 24 male, told me, 25 female, that he doesn't want to have kids with me in the future. My boyfriend, 24 male, and I, 25 female, have been dating for a year. We've talked about our futures and had both said that we want kids. It even got to the point where we picked out names for our future kids and would talk about them using their names we picked out and made plans with everything surrounding that. He had even told me that if I accidentally got pregnant, now he would take care of me and that we would make it work. Now today he tells me that he doesn't want kids anymore. We've been having some issues, but have been working through everything. I asked him what changed his mind and why so suddenly, and he said it was because he really thought about it. And also said that the problems we've been having have also influenced that. I asked him if there was any possibility if he would change his mind, since having kids is something I want very badly. He keeps telling me he doesn't know, but he's leaning more towards no. And every time I ask for more clarification, he just keeps telling me he doesn't know. I just don't know what to do. This is something really important to me. I don't know if I'm being dramatic for wanting to end things because of this. I don't want to hold out on a maybe, or I don't know. I also don't want to continue to date him and spend more years with him only for him to eventually tell me he still doesn't want to have kids. I don't want to waste my time and would rather know now. Because I know if I stay with him and he still says no, it'll hurt way worse than if I end it now. But I also don't want to end things as I love him very deeply. I'm just so conflicted, and I want to know if anyone else has been in a situation like this. Do I leave or do I stay and see things through? I'm just really scared of him wasting my time. But at the same time I love him so much and want to be with him. We have trips planned this year, and I would still love to be with him and do all that. But ever since he mentioned this, I have been overthinking pretty bad. I just don't know if I'm being dumb or irrational or dramatic about it. Too long did not read. My boyfriend, 24 male, told me, 25 female, that he doesn't want kids anymore, after saying he did for a while, and I am unsure whether I should stay or not as I really want to have kids in my future. Believe him and break up. He's not your future person, you guys want different things. It sucks, I'm sorry. Break up. This is something that's a big deal breaker. Don't waste time or precious fertile years on someone who doesn't know. Sad reality is, men have more time to decide if they want kids. Women don't. Sounds like he changed his mind totally on kids, or he can no longer see you as the mother of his children. Either way, you are officially wasting your time, and you need to move on.